Hello beautiful dear soul ones, this is a energy update for the event in the month of March. So in the past videos I've been slowly speaking more about March. I have been feeling into this event of March since last November, and now it's upon us. And I don't know if any of you have been feeling it in the last few days, but it's been really strong energy. For me personally, as I connect to the collective, there is a lot of fear, anxiety coming up, a lot of doubt, internal doubt, who we are doubt, doubt in the world, all of these things, fears within ourselves, but also in the collective, in the feminine, in the masculine, in the earth, as a humanity. It's all like bubbling up and it's in the air. So yeah, I feel to share this all in a video so that we may be aware of what's going on. It's also good to know, what is ours and what is separate from us, so we can understand sometimes that there are planetary alignments or other alignments and global shifts that are happening that may affect us ourselves. So if we're extra anxious or fearful or angry or all of these things right now, be aware that there's a lot going on in the collective, and that may be triggering us, and that may be making things a little, more challenging than usual. So let's talk about this a little bit more in detail. Some of the things that have been coming up is the divine feminine and the divine masculine right now is doing a lot of purging, and with this full moon we'll be able to restore a little bit of that balance, and it's basically restoring the balance of the feminine and masculine, the first how would I say this, the first foreplay of it, so that this coming next decade or two will be fully restoring this balance. So this is a really important time. A lot of the darkness will be coming to light, whether it's in ourselves, in groups of people, in the government, in Mother Earth, during this month. And this is a celebration. This is really a celebration. Yes, it's going to be super uncomfortable. Yes, we're not going to feel really good in our skin, and we might be more emotional, and we might have more tears, but it's really for the best, because now it's been for hundreds of years that we are sweeping, all the darkness underneath the carpet and not wanting to look at the dust, just pretending it's not there. Hear the sweeping sound in the background? Just sweeping all the darkness, and we're sugarcoating everything, saying, no, everything's fine. The government loves us. They're not, treating us badly. No, the matrix is true, and we're not trying to, brainwash you. We've just been pretending that everything's fine, but it's not. Everything is not fine. And the thing is, before we can really understand and know that everything's not fine, it has to come out. And so it's time that it comes out, so that we can release it, so that we can acknowledge how dark is the darkness, how far has it gone, what is the truth. And once we've really seen that, once we really understood the fullness of the darkness, the fullness of what's going on, only then can we truly release it, because now we know what we're dealing with. Now we understand, all this dust that's under the carpet and what we need to clean up. It's spring cleaning time, So as we're going through this uncomfortable transitional phase this month till the next new moon, it's also a celebratory time. It's time to celebrate. Finally, the darkness is coming out so we can deal with it, so we can actually have full light. Because if we just say, oh no, we just need more positive energy, but we're not actually clearing the muck, the darkness that's real, then we're not really doing the work. We're just pretending everything's fine and sugarcoating it, but it's not. So yes, during this time, guys, it would be really beneficial to do lots of grounding, walk on Mother Earth, be a lot in nature, extra meditation. Try to check in with yourself Is it your emotions that you're feeling? Are you connecting to the collective emotion? Are you connecting to your partner or your family's emotions? What's going on? Eating grounded, very grounded food might be very well for some of us if we're feeling a bit off, you know. And just taking really easy and calm. Again, in our private lives, it might not be the best time to be, you know, over socializing, starting humongous big projects out in the open, that kind of stuff, but more just kind of being a little withdrawn and just taking it really easy and steady and being kind to ourselves, compassionate to ourselves, what we're going through, and what others are going through, being kind and compassionate to them. If someone's extra mean to you or extra, you know, not so kind to you, then just have understanding that there's a lot that's going on, and it might not be them that's reacting to you. And then another good thing to know during this time is just to understand that as we're releasing and healing the things that are within us, know that that is releasing and healing it within the collective. Remember, we are not separate. We are all connected. We are all one huge organism, and each of us are just the little cells of this organism, or the little atoms of this bigger organism. So if you heal your little, you know, cell, and I heal my cell, and everyone's healing their own cell, eventually the whole organism is healing. So, you know, don't feel guilt that you're having a lot of alone time, or that you're feeling uncomfortable, or don't feel like, oh, you've regressed in some way, because this is forward. The more uncomfortable right now we get, the more darkness that comes to light. This is the good news. It truly is. And it might feel super uncomfortable and not fun at all for some of us. And but know that there is, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. And really, with this new full moon, it will be a lot different. This next coming up, with the next new moon, it'll be a lot different. So with this coming up full moon, there'll be a lot being released, a lot will be letting go of. Yeah. So that's just what I wanted to add about March. And knowing all of these things, this is the first step of the event. You know, this is the first step of the clearing that needs to be done in Mother Earth, within our own consciousness, collective consciousness, to move forward, to change, to start to build a new world, a utopia. But we need to do the work first. We need to do the spring cleaning, and this is what this is. This is not separate from the event. There'll be a lot of this energy, what we're doing right now. There'll be a second phase, in what I've been receiving, at least through my sources, in end of July, and then end of July until the end of December, and then next year we're gonna have such a new flavor. So this really is the expansion year, you know, and we are expanding our awareness. And by expanding our awareness, we're seeing both the light and the dark, and knowing where we're at, and understanding what there is to do. Okay, lots of love to you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a beautiful day, and thank you for leaving comments and just being supportive and loving to me, and to yourselves and to your work. Yeah. Take care. Mwah.